Good day, everyone. This is Coach Reese coming at you with another great video. I'm hoping all is well with you and your family and that you're enjoying your day. The title of today's video is entitled "To Be or Not to Be." That is the question. To be or not to be. That is the question. And I'm quoting William Shakespeare. He's a great writer of plays and different things of that sort. So, but I just remember I was reciting that quote, a couple of times probably in school or whatever, and I really didn't, uh, you know, think about the value of that quote. But like I say, today I feel that this quote by William Shakespeare is so relevant to today as far as dealing with you young people, because you all need to focus on your future career. You need to start on that probably when you're at the age of 12 or 13. You really need to do your research on what it is you want to do and what it is you want to do in your life as far as your career. So that's why I think this video is very important. So today, I'm continuing these videos where I'm just going on the fly. I have a few notes here, but again, I feel that this video is very important because young people is extremely important that you focus on your future career plans. And like I say, really, you guys need to start focusing on your future career plans probably when you reach the age of 13. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on my couple of points here. um, I met this a week or so ago. I met this 13-year-old kid, right? And I was really impressed with this 13-year-old kid, y'all, because this young man had a desire to be a airline pilot. And I thought that was awesome. You know what I'm saying? And it's great that he chose that career path because he has the potential to make really good money in that career. And it's something that he's probably going to enjoy. But this is what really impressed me about the young man. The young man did his research on being a pilot. You know what I'm saying? The young man was very enthusiastic, explaining to me the different planes and this and that. And I was, in la la land on some of these things because I have no idea what he was talking about. But I tried my best to be very attentive and encourage the young man to pursue the career of a pilot. And what impressed me as well, the young man also had video footage on his cell phone of different models of planes and different things, and I thought that was awesome. But to make a long story short, I encourage that young man to stay focused, to stay grounded and really put forth a lot of energy into pursuing your career as a pilot. And I told him, I said, don't let anybody, discourage you. Well, I believe I said, don't let anybody discourage you, and you just keep your eyes on the prize of becoming the best pilot in the United States, you know what I'm saying, and possibly the best pilot in the world. Well, basically, I want that young man to be the best pilot that he can possibly be. Okay. And I was so proud that he was focused on that career at such a very young age. And so I said all this to say this, young people. It's very important, young people, that you take heed and to that what I stated about that young man. And I pray that that young man, that young 13-year-old kid that I just described, will encourage you to pursue your career paths, as soon as possible. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with you pursuing your career paths at, 11, 12, 13, or whatever, especially you really need to focus on your career path at the age of 13, because I'm telling you, young people, when you turn 13, it seems like those 5 years will go by so fast. And next thing you know, you're 18 years old and you got to make a very critical decision about your life, because at the age of 18, most of y'all will be graduating high school. And high school is the breaking point for young people, as far as you need to make a very critical decision in your life at the age of 18. You need to either focus on continuing your education and going to college, or possibly learning a trade, or possibly going in the military. So those are very serious decisions that you have to make for yourself, and only you can answer that question. Okay. So, like I say, young people, I encourage you all, like I said, at the age of 13, to really focus on, your career paths, as soon as possible, preferably at the age of 13. That is a great age to start focusing on your future career plans. Okay. The other point I wanted to make is this, young people. I encourage you all to look at yourself in the mirror, right? And you need to ask yourself, who are you, right? And what I mean is, who are you on the inside? What do you really love to do? You know what I mean? You need to ask yourself. And if you think about something that you think you love, do your research on it. And from your research and all that, if you find a deep passion, a much more deeper passion for that call in your life, then I encourage you to pursue it with all the energy that you have within you. Because if you pursue a career that you're really passionate about, and then you land that dream job that you always wanted, that's an awesome goal to achieve. You know what I'm saying? Because just imagine waking up every day and you absolutely enjoy what you're doing at work. That's an awesome thing to experience. And I pray that you all young people will find something that you truly love and everything, and you pursue your love and passion, and go for it, young people. Don't let anybody discourage you from pursuing your passion, regardless of what it is, as long as it is productive. You understand what I'm saying? That's the key word. You have to be productive, young people, with your passion. You know what I'm saying? I think I've already talked about this, but it's worth repeating. Everybody that's born onto this earth has a purpose, right? So you have to really, really think about, what is your purpose on this earth? Nobody was brought to this earth by mistake. I believe in God. Okay. So I believe that God picked your parents. I believe that God carefully picked your mother. I believe that God carefully picked your father to come together to create you. You are not a mistake. You understand? I want to say this again, young people. All young people, all of y'all are not a mistake. All of y'all have a reason to be on this planet Earth. All of you have a reason to be on this planet Earth. And so I encourage you to dig within yourself and find something within your heart and spirit that you really love. You understand what I'm saying? Because like I just stated earlier, when you are able to work at a job every day, Monday through Friday, or whatever your schedule may be, when you wake up every single day knowing that you really enjoy what you do, that is an awesome feeling to feel every day. And I pray, like I say, I pray, young people, that you all will find something that you're passionate about. And I pray that you all will pursue that passion with the utmost seriousness. And I pray that you all will land that amazing job, or, start a business, or, become the number one physician in the United States, or possibly in the world, or whatever it is you want to do. I pray that you all will be the best at your craft or your calling. Okay. I feel that that's very important. My last point is this: all young people are brilliant. All young people are intelligent. Every one of you young people are extremely intelligent in something. Now, some of you young people may have made mistakes along the way. I can tell you that I've made plenty of mistakes along the way in my life. And, I pray that I've learned from them. But through all of that, you all are intelligent, even if you make a mistake. Nobody's perfect, young people. You understand what I'm saying? Each one of you are extremely brilliant. Now, some of you may be extremely intelligent with classwork, and that's awesome. You know what I'm saying? That's an awesome thing to be able to, read some material maybe once or twice and grab it and, make an A on the test the next day or that evening. That's awesome. But some young people are gifted with their hand. You know what I mean? Like some of you young people may become great artists or, do other things with your hands or, be able to, build these big, amazing bridges and big high rise buildings. And, some of you guys may be, jazz musicians. You know what I mean? You all know, if you've listened to some of my videos, I have a deep passion for jazz music. And so, it's nothing wrong with being very intelligent in your mind, but you also can be extremely intelligent young people with your hands, or you may be a technical oriented person, and that is awesome. So every single person has a reason and a purpose to be here. And I pray that all the brilliant young people that are on this earth, I pray that all of y'all will find your passion, find your calling, and go for it with all the energy within you. And I pray that you all will achieve your goals. At the end of all my videos, I touch on the point of wisdom, and I touch on a statement dealing with critical thinking. And I also have an ending statement of practice. And so I'm going to go ahead and get started with my 3 points on wisdom. And my first point is this: wise people are good listeners. Point number 2, wise people have the thirst or desire to learn good knowledge and spiritual knowledge. Young people, point number 2 is very important. Point number 3, wise people have the courage to teach their wisdom. So young people, I encourage you all to be wise young people. I encourage you all to do your research on wisdom, and I pray that all of you young people will pursue wisdom with the utmost seriousness. Young people, the sooner that you pursue wisdom, the better off you'll be, and I pray that you all will do that. I have a statement dealing with critical thinking, and it goes like this: always be a critical thinker, young people, especially when making big decisions. Always be a critical thinker, young people, especially when making big decisions. So young people, I encourage you to talk to your parents about the topic of critical thinking. And I also encourage you all to do your research on the topic of critical thinking. And I just want to say this in regards to when you talk to your parents should help you navigate the differences between making big decisions and minor decisions, okay? And young people, I just pray that you all will become critical thinkers. The sooner you become a critical thinker, young people, the better off you'll be, and it will benefit you in the long run. Okay, young people, I have an ending statement of practice. I love you. I want the best for you. I want you to practice using love and wisdom in all that you do. Life is a game that you must learn how to play. Practicing love and wisdom with your family, friends, and loved ones creates a powerful team. Love conquers all, young people, even if you feel defeated. So young people, I encourage you to keep loving and keep growing and gaining in wisdom, and God will bless you in a mighty way. Young people, I encourage you all to hit the thumbs up on this video. I encourage you all to share this video with family, friends, and loved ones. and I encourage you all to subscribe to my channel. At the end of the day, young people, I want you to accomplish all your goals and dreams in life, and I want you all to be the best person that you possibly can be. That is very important. I have one more nugget of wisdom before I officially conclude this video, and it goes like this. Don't ever think that you're better than anyone else, but young people, think of yourself as just as good as anyone else. Humility is a vital key to a successful life. And I pray that you all will take heed to that quote and apply it to your life. I misquoted something earlier in my video, and it's something in my spirit that I want to clarify. Earlier this video, I did say that I talked to a 13-year-old young person about his career to becoming a pilot. And my direct statement to him is this: I want you to be the best pilot in the United States of America. I just wanted to clarify that before I end this video. That was in my spirit to say that. Young people, I want to end this video by saying this: may God bless you. May God keep you until we meet again.